Hey everybody, Antonio here with another daily reminder for you. And today's daily reminder is double tap. So I was watching a YouTube video today. There's a gentleman who is going over some ways to maintain your gun. And he did something I thought was pretty cool. Was every time he picked the gun up, he would check the gun to make sure it wasn't loaded, and he would also, he would say it aloud, check the chamber. And I thought that was really powerful because it reminds me of a process that I use called the double tap. Um, when I go to hotel rooms and I leave the hotel room, I always double tap the key on the door. Why? Well, because it's a reminder for me to not leave without the key. I do the same thing whenever I'm getting anything in or out of my trunk. I double tap, boom, just to make sure that I haven't locked the keys in the trunk. And I have other little things that I do that are that same way. Now, even though the gentleman from the video was doing that for safety precaution, but it's the same principle. Is that when you create a habit, and that's really what the reminder is creating success habits. When you create a habit, your body starts changing physiologically and psychologically. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. Physiologically and psychologically to get used to that thing. So even now, to this day, if I ever walk out of a hotel room, my body is like, okay, what's going on right now? I start getting that, the key, you go get the key, and then boom, same thing with the trunk, etc. And like I said, this gentleman was doing that for safety, right? Because it's easy to be in a situation where you're working with a gun, right? And you think you've unchambered the round, but you haven't. You know, that could be detrimental. That could be really detrimental. So someone could say, well, he just said that a few minutes ago. He just did it a few minutes ago. Absolutely, he just did it a few minutes ago, and he'll do it a few minutes from now and a few minutes from that because of the safety precaution. The safety precaution. Better safe than sorry in that situation. But there's no harm in locking my key out of my hotel room or locking a key in the trunk. That can be easily resolved compared to what could happen if you forget that you've got a round chambered. But here's the key, and here's your lesson for today. Create your success habits. Create your own success habits. What are the things that you can do to put in place that puts your body in the space of success every time? It puts you in that reminder space of success. If you guys aren't familiar with Pavlov's dog, it's a great it's a great concept around the conditioning. Pavlov's scientist, and real quickly, trained a dog by feeding the dog and ringing a bell, feeding the dog, ringing a bell, or ringing the bell and feeding the dog. That's really what it was. You rang the bell and fed the dog, rang the bell and fed the dog. And here's what that does. That dog, then every time he heard the bell, he would start salivating because he was thinking he was going to eat. It's the same concept. And the thing is that I want to teach you guys here is create those same things for yourself. Create those same things for yourself. So, do you have any habits around your work activity? Do you have any habits around your relationship that put you in the mindset of success every single time? Because you're psychologically programmed for those things. Because the opposite end of the spectrum is that a lot of times we have those same programs for failure, those same exact programs. So minimally, you have an opportunity to look at what areas you have programmed yourself to fail. And best case scenario, you create the programs for success. So that's it for today's daily reminder. Double tap. And here's another way to double tap. I want you to double tap on that like button. There we go. Double tap on the heart. It's always fun to kind of relate the story to convince you guys to share my stuff. Well, anyway, thanks so much for listening as always, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on another.